We're getting ready. We're getting ready for the Broncos and Parramatta. I got a drink in there. So I can't wait. I'm backing Broncos on this match, boys. I think the Broncos will get a win. It wouldn't be a surprise if the Broncos win. So yeah. The game starts in about 4 minutes time. So yeah. Hey bro, what's up, man? What's up, JKA? Oh, JK, what's up, man? I can't wait for the game to start. It's about to start in a couple minutes, so make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, chat. Yeah, boys. Oh yeah, boys. You're back. I'm back. Okay, boys, the Broncos need to get a try. Oh, very good thing, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Reynolds, he's just out Fox Clint Gutherson. Full tackle kick. Gutherson close to the ruck. Goes to the other side. And that's the key. That's the cue for Adam Reynolds to put in a silky little kick for his back row to go flying through. And Sivo couldn't get there. Gutherson was nowhere to be seen. Adam Reynolds picked it, put it on the dive for his back rower, and 16-4 after one completed sets out of their first three, the Brisbane Broncos. They are well and truly on top here.
Well, Adam Reynolds just summed it up so beautifully. Put it through the hands, previous chances inside the 20, and then this time Surface, we just had to get it beyond the defensive line. The greasy, dewy surface would do the rest. The bounce was absolutely perfect, wasn't it, for Ricky?
And it's very hard to outfox Clint Gutherson. He is one of the better fullbacks in terms of effort and covering the ground on last plays. So for Adam Reynolds to spot that Gutherson was a couple of metres out of position and put in a beautiful kick, Seba had no chance. That was hard to stop.
Not quite 25 minutes gone. Adam Reynolds makes it 18 points to 4. Before kickoff, we said this was a preview of a game we might see in September. If that's the case, the air raid sirens are ringing in the Parramatta camp at the moment, given how clinical Reynolds and his Broncos have been.
It's really hard to get a good gauge on Parramatta. You think about some of their best performances this year. They've beaten Penrith, beaten Melbourne Storm. They had a 10 out of 10 performance against the Roosters about a month ago. A couple of losses against the Dogs and a few other ones, but right here, right now, they are under pressure up against a very, very good Brisbane team.
The Broncos a little sloppy to begin with, those early mistakes inside the first 5 minutes, and then the Eels scored in the 6th for Michael Seba. From that point on, Tory scored a remarkable try in the 11th minute. It has been all the Broncos, as those numbers attest. 62% in the last almost 15 minutes now, and 9 from 9 the Broncos in the same period. Just 4 from 5 Parramatta.
They 1-3 to start the game at Brisbane, and then 9 from 9, and that's where they scored their points.
Growing problem, we do believe, for Junior Bale. Keep an eye on his progress on the sideline. A bit of attention there before he just get the legs moving on the exercise bike beside the bench. Carrigan plays it. Now man off the left foot, then the right, back to the middle. Tessie New into open space. Runs to Gutherson. Play on here. It bounces back to Turpin. And again, will be 6 more plays. Man, short side, numbers. Runs to Pedicini. Parramatta offside. And they get a set restart again. It's a slow play the ball. Comes from Capeman. Carrigan. How confident are they with the ball here tonight? It's been pouring in Sydney, you wouldn't know it. Turpin comes to Haas. Reynolds sliding, Staggs. Puts the right foot into the turf, comes back to the middle, ball knocked down, play on for Reynolds. No, not on both ways, but it will come back to the Brisbane Broncos.
Wow, I love the lead-up work from Ezra Van Fern. Big left foot step. Gets himself in the backfield. The support play from Tessie New. Then I also like that one. Tony Staggs, one pass in. He was 1-on-1 with Dylan Brown. Way too physical for half to tackle, so I like that move from the Brisbane Broncos. But again, Parramatta goal line defence under immense pressure.
They have got some strike out, these Brisbane Broncos. Man, who is a sublime talent.
Corey Oates here on the scrum. They're going to try and put Branko Lee in the corner.
There is Reynolds. It goes to Corey Oates. Lee was out there waiting for it. First man option they went with, as opposed to going out the back. Cooper Cronk right on top of it. They go out the back. No doubt they score Coops. Here's Haas. They'll play it 5 metres out. Turpin waits. Looking for 4 tries on the trot here. Reynolds. New.
Oh.
His pass goes to ground behind Pereira. Stagg says it was touched, and the officials agree.
Wonderful.
Brad Arthur impersonating the Unabomber once again with a hoodie on over the top. The Eels are going to challenge this. Is there a touch here coming
Just looking
through?
for any potential touch from Mike Casino.
Staggs.
Yeah, just going through any available camera angles.
When you slow these down sometimes, it's almost impossible to tell, isn't it? Doesn't have a very clear shot.
Based on the available camera angles, we have inconclusive evidence to overturn the on-field decision. So Parramatta will retain their challenge.
The review is inconclusive, so you keep your challenge, but it's going to be a Brisbane play the ball. If you'll play the ball, Adam, Parramatta keeps their challenge because the vision was inconclusive.
I think there is a touch. I reckon there is a touch. They got very lucky there, Parramatta. That angle there, I think, off the fingertip of Sevo. I'd say that was fairly conclusive. That angle we saw at the deck. Here is Fleetwood. Well, stays with the Broncos. Well out from half-time. Big 12 minutes for Parramatta. Carrigan comes back to the middle. Spinning again, looking for another offload out the back. Pass wasn't on the sleeve this time. He's the first receiver on the right-hand side. He's the decoy instead. Reynolds, Stagg, sliding. Has to get to ground. They try and take him in a touch. He did well. Blake was there. We almost got him onto the chalk. Reynolds. That was the Fleetwood. A bird of play from the sideline there. Get themselves back in position in front of the uprights. Turpin, 2 plays remaining. Comes back to New. He grubbers. He can't produce what Reynolds did though. He comes back to Brisbane. Tessie New ended up with it. Parramatta can't take a trip. And the Broncos get a full set again. Here's Staggs. Bounced away from the tackle there of Ronald Blake. Remarkable run of possession to Brisbane. It's New. For Reynolds. Passes to himself. Man out the back. Here's Lee. Bit of room for Oates. He stepped away from the sideline though. Good work by the winger. Simonson had him covered as he plays it there for Lee. Comes back for Ezra Mann. Langler. He saw Leopore coming, who's out there now, charging hard off his line. Looking to make an impact. I reckon Kafusi also on deck. Short side. Man. Oates couldn't get to it. They finally turned it over, but oh so close to grabbing another one.
Yeah, the play was on, but just the depth of Corey Oates. He didn't know where he wanted to be. He didn't know if he was going to be flat, but that's where Edgerman wanted him. He was too deep and missed the pass. He loved the ability of the Brisbane Broncos. Not only go left through Edgerman and his electric footwork, but also on the right-hand side. I'm loving Tony Staggs on longer play. That's a hell of a matchup here.
A good battle so far. I should say that the honours haven't been split evenly at the moment. Ezra Mann is just 19 years of age still and playing way above his experience in the NRL, playing this game number 8 tonight. Parramatta get a penalty and a bit of a Bronx cheer, I guess you'd say, from the crowd who's saying, finally, sir, we get a break.
They've been able to pump the last 10 minutes. Broncos all the ball. And here are Parramatta. Do they have enough energy to go through the heart of the Brisbane Broncos defence and get the ball out to their edges, particularly the left-hand side with Seaborn, Dylan Brown.
There's Brown, who turns it back to the inside here for Madison. Precious little time with the ball at this end of the field. The Broncos dominate the last 15 minutes plus. They're at the 3rd. Play it there. Through Kafusi. Now it's Brown on his left-hand side. Running towards the tackle of Jordan Ricky. Nothing doing for the Eels. 9. Gunnison wrapping. Reynolds doing it in so many ways tonight. Big tackle there. So the captain's knock so far. Moses kicking. Branko Lee not watching the ball. Parramatta keep it alive. It came back to Kafusi, and the Broncos get lucky there. Well, it's hard-in-mouth stuff when you see an outside back take his eyes off the ball and concentrate only on wrapping up a potential capture. That's asking for trouble.
It's not play from Mitchell Moses, and then you've got Corey Oates in the defensive wing for the Broncos, who's one of the tallest players in that competition. So he goes one kick in shorter. Young Woodpen Senior on Branko Lee just got up above the pack, got the ball first.
Great first half an hour of work from Tom Flegel. We saw him on his launches, taking a breath. 11 carries, 95 metres in his first stint. Haas kick to the line. Carrigan comes back to the middle. Fullback on fullback. New links up with man. Jefferson's there. He makes the tackle just outside the 20. We'll play again, and this might be a sin bin. Yes, it is. go for 10. It's a professional foul on a line break situation. He took the odds to it, and he lost.
Well, you know about the Brisbane Broncos signings of recent times, and we spoke about it earlier about Tamati Martin coming back soon, but Tessie knew. He's not worried about the noise. He's put his hand up and had an impact in his first half. And he was the reason he got through the backfield and got the 10-0 win for Parramatta.
Reynolds now, here's new again. Pereira does well there. As they play it from the sideline. Long ball from Ricky. Comes back to Carrigan. What a game he's had in the middle here. Charging hard, his ball playing. Now Jensen from the 10. Carrigan's in for carry again. Man gets in behind them. It is clinical. They are ruthless. These Brisbane Broncos. All they can do is score tries here tonight, and they're putting Parramatta to the sword.
5 minutes earlier, Ezra Mann came down the left-hand side and threw a timed pass that didn't hit the chest of Corey Oates. But this was the lead-up work. This is the 10-0 defensive foul from Will Penasini. And it's the right call from the referee because the Broncos had all the run, and that is a professional foul. And with the next couple of tackles, Ezra Mann, instead of throwing the long pass, has some silky footwork to beat Mitchell Moses and throws a delicate, nice pass to Kurt Capewell, exactly where Will Penasini would have been standing. The Brisbane Broncos go straight back there with one shot. Ezra Mann sums it up perfectly and hits his back row.
Pulling the right rein with every touch tonight, Ezra Mann. Could have served up a try a moment ago for Corey Oates. Oates missed his assignment. He was a little bit too deep on that previous raid inside the 20. And this time he goes to the first man option. He knows they're short. It's Penasini's side of the field. And Capewell just pours through a hole. 4 tries for the Broncos. In a moment, this is going to be a 20-point lead. Reynolds converts. In this contest between 5th and 6th on the NRL ladder, it's been 5. The Brisbane Broncos 24 points to call match.
The first half, you mentioned it, Cleveland, Brisbane welcoming a host of players back into the lineup and not missing a beat this evening. The highest score in the first half of the season has been 16 points 3 times. Wow, they've gone to 24 in the opening half so far.
Well, they are sending a shot across the bow of everybody in the top 8, aren't they, here tonight with this performance? In enemy territory, Parramatta so good, ordinarily a compact stadium. And here is Jensen to bring it out, and while the Melbourne Storm have got their issues, separating the Broncos from the top 4 at the moment. This team pushing their way into the top 4 by the time we get to September. The form there is Reynolds comes out the back. They're off and running again. Here's Mann. Such touch here tonight. Linking up with Reynolds on that same side of the field. That's great to see. And now Hetherington is out there for the Broncos. And we know how much carry and speed he brings to their middle third work. Mann again showing it. Taking them on this time. He's got the full bag of tricks, hasn't he? Reynolds goes to the air. Haas taking a breather. Oates taps it backwards. Straight down to Isaiah Papali'i. Nice work by Papali'i to make sure he was there for attack back. And they've got 4 minutes plus here to get to the sheds without further damage. And they might be shell-shocked by the time they get there.
And this is the impact of Adam Reynolds, the conductor, the orchestrator. He's basically organised his attack to be going to the left-hand side where Penasini is now missing for 10 minutes. And Ezra Mann and Kurt Capewell have responded. Nice little shift there. There was a try in the earlier set. So Adam Reynolds is really dialed in about getting these players in the right attacking positions for their skills to come to the fore.
Fusi to play it, goes across here to Brown, who puts it high in the air, out against the sideline. Pereira, he caught it and then put a foot into touch. This will give Parramatta a chance. He thought he got there in time, he didn't.
Jordan. Had to get the foot down first. Because it doesn't plant the right foot. This will give Parramatta the best opportunity to take something out of this first half. Will Penasini out, so they're not going to be shifting the ball right. They're going to go left-hand side. They've got Gutherson, Brown and Moses together on the left.
And Kafusi takes the carry. There are only 5 out from the uprights as Marnie links with Moses. Here's Brown. Players in motion. They go over the top. Sevo was there under enormous pressure. They came with everything to take him into touch. He did well by offloading there in time to Gutherson. Couple of plays gone in this set. Inside the red zone. Groin is okay for Junior Butler. Gets a bit of a test there from Pat Carrigan. Plays it here from a midfield situation. Brown is there with Moses. Nothing doing though. Don't know if Kafusi was in the right spot for Mitch Moses, so a burner play pretty much. Now Marnie, first down option on the run around. Good hands here. Gutherson, great play, Parramatta. Terrific stuff. 12 on 13. They score. And they had to be the next to score. And it was an old-fashioned run-around in retro round, no less, Cooper.
No doubt you love that one. The old run-around. Good play there from Reed Marnie and Junior Butler. The man just comes back on the field. And the Brisbane Broncos should not let this happen. But it's nice play from the front row and the dummy half that strips the Broncos' right edge.
He would have got there.
Beautiful hands
But it's really
in
good
really tough conditions at Combank Stadium. And the Parramatta Eels have been
No,
under
I think it's
all
in
sorts
now.
of pressure. They
I
scored
think they
the
might
first.
check it.
They'll most likely score the
Oh, no,
last
it's
in this
confirmed
first
anyway.
half. But great play from Parramatta. But even worse defence from the Brisbane Broncos.
Oh,
You should
okay.
not let that happen when you have the extra player advantage.
Don't be utilised but the old run-around. Why don't we see more of it? You're a former star halfback. Why aren't there more run-arounds?
Well, the thing is, I like the fact that they used the biggest player on the field in Junior Butler. Like he was hitting the line close to the middle of the ruck. And nice deception from Reed Marnie just to go at the back. And we talked about the skill that's on show here tonight, Warren, with some of the passing, but even that is a difficult play to get right with jamming defence from Parramatta Eels, and they nailed it.
20-point deficit might be reduced here. Just 14. Moses, good strike. Makes it 24 points to 10 inside the final 60 seconds of this opening half. A reminder after full time, Thursday night with Matty Johns. The Pearl Beach Possum Hunters back in action with their stars, Brad and Gary. I'll say no more. It is must-see TV, as was that try from the Parramatta Eels.
That's their favourite play for Possum Hunters, is the wraparound, Warren.
Is that right? Hot Legs Houlihan, their coach, always a massive run-around fan, as he should be. Houlihan, very old school, in many, many ways. Adam Reynolds, he's an old school halfback as well, isn't he? Terrific again here tonight. A rude fact, giving the Eels just a bit of a boost for the break here. Reynolds trying to work the clock for every second he can. This will go too deep. It'll come down outside the 10, in fact. It's the Fusi who brings it out here. It's a big unit, so they play it at the 20. Sean Luck. We've got a trick shot here from Moses or Brown potentially. Worth a chance. With limited seconds on the clock for the Broncos. Should be Eels turn it over. Inside 30. Set restart for an indiscretion beyond the 40. Barlow showing it. Moses with another chance there. 3 on 3. A little room to move down his right hand side. Army goes at the back. Leokore will take it forward. 10 seconds remaining. Barlow getting another touch here. I don't know that was the first option. Well, that's the best option, but they'll take it anyway. They're going to play the ball in just before the siren. Moses puts it up. Some pressure on New. Doesn't get there. Backwards off Reynolds. He flops on top of it. That'll do us for the first 40 minutes. And what a first half it's been. Terrific action at Combank. On Thursday night footy, the Broncos 24, the Eels 10.
Well, it was a great fight back from the Eels in the dying minutes of that first half to limit the damage. But what an opening, a dominant performance from the Broncos. So we spoke pre-game about the 1-2 punch that's worked so well for Brisbane between Haas and Carrigan. And with 20 minutes to go, Greg Alexander, Michael Ennis, that's exactly what we got.
Yeah, look, there was a 30-minute period there where the Broncos just dominated. All the players down this end of the field, Carrigan and Haas do it again. Carrigan with the offload, great ball playing by the 13. And when he stood up, flicked it out the back, Payne Haas. It's this sort of run that makes Payne unique. Ability to catch a ball standing still as a front row and burst through a couple of tackles, have enough speed to run around the fullback. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, 130 metres. It's been an enormous return from Payne Haas, but Carrigan's been doing plenty of damage with his footwork and his short passing through the middle to get them through that half-an-hour period where they dominated possession. They were almost uncontainable. Parramatta, a lot of work to do defensively. When they've had the footy, they've looked good, but in those big blocks where they haven't, defensively, they just haven't held up.
Yeah, 14 points the difference at half-time. We'll have more highlights and analysis right after this, and don't forget at full-time, it's a special retro edition of The Late Show with Matty Jones.
Coming up after the footy, they were the toughest, the hardest, the most scandal-ridden team of the 1980s. But where are they now, almost a decade later? Well, join me, Tim Sheridan, as we catch up with the Pearl Beach Possum Hunters. Stay tuned.
You know the score. Stay in control. Gamble responsibly.
Hello. How was last night? Sounds good. Yeah. Found tickets near the front. Should we get them?
I'm offering dolphin energy healing on my site. The first 200 subscribers get it free.
It's time to get science-backed healthcare from the experts. Pilot is Australia's largest men's health platform that offers treatments to level up your hair, sleep, sex, skin and weight. Each treatment is prescribed by an online doctor and delivered directly to your door, making it easy to take small steps that have a big impact on your health. Jump online and start your consult today. Pilot, level up your health.
Bet365 have come a long way since we became the world's favourite online betting company. We now stream over 150,000 live sporting events a year. Our latest feature lets you search thousands of markets with the touch of a button. Download the app and see for yourself. Why Bet365 is number one.
You know the score. Stay in control. Gamble responsibly.
Right, watch this. The roost is calling. True shot.
Nice shot.
The roost is calling.
Isabel asked how bad could cut price coffee beans be. The answer, Isabel, is bad. And Felicity considered cheap home insurance that promised big cover. When it comes to the important stuff, don't risk father regret. Go here instead. Worried about cheap insurance? Who offers great value cover you won't regret? Amy does.
Right, watch that.
The roost is calling. Trisha. I'm sure. The roost is calling.
Your Majesty,
Speak.
the new pyramid? It fell over again. And your same game multi? Got up?
You little ripper.
No, $15, wasn't it?
Raise this, baby.
Make it look easy with Sportsbet's same game multi. Combine all your favourite markets in the one bet and get bigger odds from Sportsbet.
You know the score. Stay in control, gamble responsibly.
Welcome back to halftime on your Red Rooster Thursday Night League. It is the Broncos leading the Eels 24 points to 10. Michael Innes, the first half highlights. It was the Eels taking the first points, but the Broncos were right back.
Yeah, Jess, it was a wet old start at Combank Stadium when it was Parramatta who didn't like to see. They got the crowd involved, they were roaring, and all of a sudden a couple of really key moments. Some turnovers from Parramatta, also a one-on-one strip from Adam Reynolds that proved vital. And then there was almost a half an hour block where Parramatta hardly touched the football. The Brisbane Broncos, Payne Haslett was at this stage, he ran in their second try. They were just going bang, 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 tries coming from everywhere. Parramatta's defensive line unable to sustain and the pressure and to be able to show resilience, and they just continued to find a way through the Broncos, Brandy, and then this moment proved pretty pivotal as well with Penasini into the bid.
You're right, there was that 30-minute block. It was all Parramatta in the opening 5 minutes off the back of a couple of errors from Brisbane. They had a lusty start, but then that was great footy they played to score those 4 tries in that period. Penasini went from being Ezra Mann, who, as we said before the game, is looking more comfortable and looking more confident to show what sort of play he was in Queensland Cup, and he was brilliant. But the Eels, 5 minutes to kick off the game, 5 minutes at the end of the first half, and this is the good thing for the Eels. They've had no ball, they've had no field position, but both times they've been down that end, they've been able to come up with tries. So 14-10, even though it's wet, is not insurmountable for Parramatta.
Not at all. I think that, you've seen any game where the opposition or the side that's behind goes in with the last points, they tend to go in with a bit of a springboard in that second half. They've got to get their defence right. If they can get their defence right and get an even percent possession share, then Parramatta absolutely back themselves to find ways through. Every time they've been left when they've had the ball, they're really challenging Brisbane's right edge. I'd be sticking there.
It's going to be a big second half for the Eels, for the Broncos, scoring 24 points in that first half and has been sitting 4th on the live ladder, and that's exactly where they want to be as they head closer to finals footy. We've got a big second half coming all the way from Combank Stadium. Can the Broncos go on with it, or will the Eels fight back? Find out next.
Your Majesty,
Speak.
the new pyramid? It fell over again. And your same game multi? Got up?
You little ripper.
No, $15, wasn't it?
Raise this, baby.
Make it look easy with Sportsbet's same game multi. Combine all your favourite markets in the one bet and get bigger odds from Sportsbet.
You know the score. Stay in control, gamble responsibly.
Oh, you did get me one.
You said you didn't want anything.
Yeah, but
Value means more. Grab a creme brulee or apple pie for just $1.50 at Macca's today.
Whether it's work or play, the Ram 15 home lineup makes life work of any challenge. Legendary capability meets luxury sports utility vehicle, taking your driving experience to the next level. Move more, tow more, do more, and enjoy more. The unrivaled Ram 1500 pickup range, it's more than just use. Drive one today.
Hello. No. No. Yeah. What? No, I was playing and then she came back.
Like a big screen with amazing picture quality. Go big with the new Hisense TV range.
There's a word.
Oh, I'm playing here.
100% Aussie Angus beef. It's fresh, crunchy lettuce, onion, and juicy tomato. Classic.
Right, watch this.
The roast is calling. Trisha.
Nice shot.
The roast is calling.
There's one of them. The other one. Really, Bella? But my dog gets jealous.
You'll never stop smiling in a Corolla. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Nice shot.
Toast is calling.
Yo, what the shit, man?
The new pyramid?
Man, Charles. Oh, my G. Oh, Chuck, can't wait for the second half. Broncos leading. Apparently, it was 24 points to 10. It was.
Well, we are rocking on Retro Round. It's Thursday night footy here on Fox League. And the Brisbane Broncos at Donbank Stadium taking on the Parramatta Eels. And they are better. So far in the first half, 24 points to 10. 4 tries to 2. And only a late try just before the break on the Eels. Narrowed that gap. We've sat at 20 points with 90 seconds remaining in the first half. And a bit of impetus coming out here for this second 40. With the home crowd roaring them home. We'll see what they can do. At the moment, as far as the live ladder is concerned, the Brisbane Broncos with this, if it gave them the 2 points as things sit, they leapfrog the Melbourne Storm to go into 4th position. That's enormous for the Broncos, and the Eels remain there in 6th place and find themselves in that battle for spots in the bottom half of the top.
Yo,
This is
what
a
is
big
that?
40 in the shape of the finals and what we might see down the track. Big half of football coming up tonight.
Absolutely. Another couple of minutes for Luke Pennissy on the sidelines, but that man on the screen has really led the charge. The Brisbane Broncos are responding in the first half.
Going backwards, a mistake here by the Eels from the restart.
Let's go, Broncos, boys. Good boy.
Wanda Blake says, that's my bad, but it puts his team under pressure, remembering, of course, they're down to 12 men for the next 3 minutes of this first half, with Will Pennissy still in the sin bin. Brad Arthur barely having regained his spot in the coach's box, watching on, and here are the Broncos. They had that play to the left-hand side in the first half. Cooper Cop, we'll see if they try and get a bit of a wrinkle on it here in the second half.
They're trying to overload here to go to the left-hand side. 4 and 3.
What the fuck?
Terrible ball goes out the back. Ezra Mann will look over his shoulder for a moment there.
What the fuck is that? Sorry, hard out. What the fuck?
With this one-man advantage, they go inside the 20. Set restart as well. The Broncos are running, the Eels being offside at the scrum. So just play one there. Now Ricky inside from Reynolds. Corey paces out there to begin the second half at the dummy half. Reynolds chipping over the top. Oates is there, makes the catch, brings it down. Did he get it to the turf? Okay. Yes, they say. And the Broncos score immediately. Terrific kick by Reynolds to Oates. That's one way to find the extra man.
Yeah, they went the hard way because if they had played straight, I think they had the numbers anyway. But when you've got the accuracy of a pass like Adam Reynolds does as a kicking game, why wouldn't you go this option? This was the restart of the second half. Indecision between Wanga Blake and Sean Lane led to the knock-on, led to the field position for the Brisbane Broncos to start this second half. And as they fall into rhythm, they go where Will Penasini should be defending, and instead of playing the play out, Adam Reynolds puts it on an absolute dime. The big, tall, rangy winger to catch the ball over Parramatta, Bailey Simonson, and touches down for the first try.
Just want to take a look at this replay once again here. We saw a couple of contentious ones last week. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a minor pause here for the bunker to take one or two more looks at the actual put down from Corey Oates, who was quickly looking to the screen himself to see if there was an early replay. He knows the ball was moving slightly. The bunker says it's all good. They're happy with what they saw. That's a good thing. A little bit tough, to my way of thinking, on a couple of occasions last week.
And you know it's a good kick when the defensive winger has no idea where the ball was. Bailey Simonson retreated, lost vision of where the ball was, and that was advantage Corey Oates, and that's how he came down with it.
What a start to the second half. The Eels make the mistake off the restart. Simonson spinning, looking for the ball, and when this fella's there to bring it down, it's hard to stop him. Reynolds draws, swings it back between the uprights, and as simply as that, the Broncos score a converted try. We're back out to a 20-point lead. 3 gone in this second half. Warren Smith along with Cooper Cronk on the sideline. Matty Russell.
Warren Brent Arthur at half-time said, boys, dig in until it's 13 on 13 again. Don't rush it. Be prepared to win it late and do not let Brisbane score. Well, it took 3 minutes for his half-time speech to be thrown out the window. As for Kevin Walters, understandably delighted. And he asked his team to go on. He said, only half done. Corey Oates scoring doubles now in 3 straight games. Was joining some great Broncos to do that. Renoff, Takiri and Cobbo.
So they've got some troops in return, don't they, as well, the Broncos. They're only getting better. Takes from double half. Comes into his left-hand side and Tatewell brings it back here towards the 40. 6 points to the good since the resumption. Disaster for the Eels. Back to the full complement as Bates finds Jensen. The last couple of weeks with calf strain, back to night run, has been so impressive this season in this regular starting role. Kick, an awkward one to handle for Gutherson, bobbles it backwards, leans up, Nam is there, so is New and also Hetherington, and the fullback will play inside the 20. That's a big job now for Parramatta.
And Penasini's back on the field, so this is where Parramatta really need to dominate the middle third. If they start shifting the ball around the Brisbane Broncos, it's playing into their strength. So I think Parramatta need to straight through the front door and get Gutherson, Brown, Moses in around the footy.
Great way in retro round to kick things off. Try before half-time from a run around by the Eels. Classic encounters to come. Of course, on this weekend in round 19. Kafusi plays it back in Broncos territory. And Moses with the clearing kick will go down to the 2-try scorer tonight. Corey Oates brings it back and plays it beyond the 20. The Eels grabbed that try just before half-time, Cooper, but there's a period there between the 19th minute and the 28th minute of the first half where the Eels didn't touch the ball. The Broncos had 9 straight sets. They scored 2 tries early on and then had 5 sets in a row where they couldn't score before they did make a mistake. But you wonder how much gas that's taken out of this Parramatta Eels lineup tonight.
They just dominated for periods of time with the Broncos, considering that they had 1 from 3 completions to start this contest. So they fell back in the rhythm really quickly. When they did, they struck.
Reynolds, good kick here, wanted to come down in the field of play, getting a foot back there just in the nick of time. Sebo did well. Makes a catch to give them 7 tackles from their own 20, and they'll need everything to go their way from this point on. Rare mistake from Adam Reynolds. Not much of a mistake, came down maybe a half a metre too far. And gave Sebo the chance to put a big foot inside the in-goal area. Gutherson jumping out of dummy half. If the comeback is to be launched, it invariably begins with something that he does, pushing up through the middle, getting them going. Off the back of that carry, some room here. Lane, oh, that pass. Sebo wasn't expecting it. He was late in getting there and just couldn't stop it from pouring off the fingertips.
Yeah, it looked like there's something down here, but Wanga Blake had taken a carry. It wasn't outside lane. Sean Lane was expecting to have a little bit more support on the outside. See Wanga Blake in the back of your pitch. He doesn't get there to support his back rower. But on Brad Arthur, I'd be getting RCG and Ryan Madison back out in the field. The power game that Parramatta is so well known for. Those guys can start a little bit of second phase through Madison's offload, but they need to go through the teeth of the Brisbane Broncos before going around them.
See how long he waits before he gets the Broncos back out there. Barlow on deck in the middle of the field, waiting for his front row partner to return. Here's Carrigan, and shuffles he comes towards Marley. And also Kafusi. Midway through the set, Reynolds. Jordan Ricky. Conservative set to get themselves back into attacking, kicking situations. Page wants to quick play the ball. He finds Jensen. He knows only one way. Gets to the ground quickly as well. Too much pressure as a result here on Reynolds. He lobs it over the top, finds the bounce in no man's land. Could have gone anywhere. Set up nicely for Gutherson with another delicious kick by Adam Reynolds. Tried a kick for a try in the first half. Lovely brother, Jordan Ricky, to pull through and score one of 5 tries. Grabs here this evening. Lane, spinning. Not much happening there though. It's not by Pace. Working it forward. On the half, and Booker is there again and handles. Barlow almost puts him on his back. 1-on-1. Brown puts a kick in. Pressure, in fact, no pressure there on Tessie New, who shows it to Corey Oates, backed himself. Penasini, he should be fresh after that. Stink back in the bin as out there to make the tackle on him. And now Oates takes it full.
That's a sign, as you call it, Junior Barlow manhandle. That's a sign when Parramatta aren't on, when their middle forwards get dominated. Normally you see them running on top of the ground, getting over the advantage on skiddling defenders. That's when Parramatta at their best. But when Junior Barlow's been put on his back, that's a sign that they're not switched on.
Warren Payne Haas back out for his second stint. What about his first? 12 carry, 130 run metres, 4 tackle bust and a try.
So impressive. Off the back of that wild pass from Carrigan. Now charge down here. Reynolds under pressure. Kafusi diving for it. Comes up with the ball. Maybe, just maybe, the turning point they've been waiting for. Massive play by Oregon Kafusi. Completely to the right-hand side. Comes over here to this left edge. They'll play it inside the 30. And they reward the efforts of Kafusi. Kore, not much doing on that particular carry. Now Brown, very flat, Lane likewise, runs towards Reynolds, gets some help from the inside from Ricky. And 2 more plays for the Eels inside the 20. Brown showing it, finds Moses at the back. Gutherson, good hands. Penasini keeps him alive, comes back to Gutherson. Weaving, looking for an opening. Lane just overran it. Otherwise, Gutherson hits him and puts him through a hole. Last play, Moses at the line, Grubbers, they trap, they scrap, and they come up with the ball. Tony Staggs, a big play for the Bronx.
First it was Kafusi with a big play and Reynolds get the ball, but that is a huge play from Tony Staggs. Saw the Mitchell Moses just trying to gain some pressure, get a reach. Tony puts the leg out and jumps on it, gets the ball back from his Brisbane Broncos teammates. Big play there from the centre.
Ruben Palacia is out there now with the offload pass, and here is Jet to work it forward. Beyond full time, Thursday night with Matty Johns, Brad and Gary, the Pearl Beach Possum Hunters, with their old coach as well. Hot Legs Houlihan, not to be missed episode tonight. Thursday night with Matty Johns. Reynolds from outside the 40 puts in a clearing kick. Gutherson coming forward. This for the try they were looking for. They've got some field position again here to begin with, Parramatta. Simonson comes in from across the field to the link up with Wanda Blake. Playing here just short of the halfway line.
And Madison and RCG have just come back onto the field, so this is a big 10-15 minute period for Parramatta. They need to lay the foundations of a victory right here.
Here is
there
Madison.
for Madison.
Sorry, Coops takes it down towards the 30. Marnie. Wide ball here for Brown. Well, in and away, and then comes back to the outside to link up with Lane. And do things nicely again, the Broncos for the most part tonight on the edges. Brown chips one. Capewell is there. Moses is swinging and miss. Likewise, Edra Mann. 6 more plays for Parramatta. Brown will just die with it. And they'll begin here from 5 metres out. 28 minutes remaining, despite the 20-point deficit, all the time they need on the clock. They might jag one here. Kafusi playing it, Marnie, Papali, he's so hard to handle. They do well, Tassie New there, in conjunction with Haas. Great stop. Hands to the left-hand side. No looker from Madison, Campbell Gillard. Broncos weren't falling for it. Jensen was there. Marnie, 3-on-2. Brown, Placebo, they cracked them. Terrific work. Dylan Brown. A quick play the ball they were looking for. They caught the Broncos short. Sebo hugged the sideline, and Brown hit him with an absolute peach.
Yeah, good connection from Reid Marnie and Dylan Brown. They played short off the Madison play, the no-look pass to RCG. They set down the short side. Sean Lane gets Adam Reynolds interested. As soon as Adam Reynolds led in on Sean Lane, Dylan Brown knew he had the mismatch. Perfect timing of the pass. It hit Mike Casio for his second, but that's where it was done. As soon as Adam Reynolds led into contact, Dylan Brown knew he had the numbers to the outside. Got the ball onto his try-scoring freak of a winger. Mike Casio scores his second, and is this the start of the comeback?
Could the Parramatta fans certainly hope so. The most tries scored for Parramatta against Brisbane, 11 by the great Luke Bird, who took 21 games to post those 11. Now he's been equalled by Mike Acevo, 11 tries, coming in only 8 games against the Broncos. A much better clip by the Fijian than Luke Bird, both with 11 tries now against the Broncos.
And he's 32 in 32 here at Combank Stadium. Try a game is the average for this man, Mike Acevo. The wing play there, knew what was coming, and now Moses needs to kick the ball, doesn't he? This one won't bend back. On some fade, stayed dead straight. Remains at 30 points to 14. 25, almost 26 minutes remaining on the clock. So we've got oodles of time for the Eels here tonight. For the most part of this game, the rain has stayed away. It was heavy one stage early. The Broncos gave line to that fact with the style of football they were playing, running all those tries. The Eels hit back after that disaster. The restart from the kickoff, they put it down. Broncos made them pay with 6 points. And they got it back to 16. Great chance for a look from above with a clear sky, and that's how we see the pictures. Is that a free ad picture? I like it. I need one of those. Can we get a freebie? There it is. Ryan Madison, who brings it back and will play it just inside the 20. I could take some great golf course kicks with one of those fronts. Here's Kafusi. Campbell Gillard. They got a bit of spark, yes, they get a penalty. And it hurt that, the force of the carries and the Broncos trying to get up quickly as a result. Etherington, oh boy, got some padding on that left shoulder already and a bit of a flex of it as well. He's still trying to get some feeling here. You can see how much padding he's got on that left AC joints. Keep an eye on him. Papali'i, the Broncos need to watch him like a hawk. And he gets out of the tackle involved in 4 plays. So strong. There's Papali'i. And he's grimacing slowly back to his feet. A leg problem there, Moses. The RCG comes towards the uprights. Hold him up on the ground. Call of Bill. Unfortunate there, the Broncos. Marnie, Moses. Here's Brown again. Plays in motion. They've got Blake into a hole. They shut the door. Terrific defence by Pereira and also Staggs. Same try there was almost a do-over to try and see go scored a moment ago. Inside the 10. One more play for Parramatta. From Marnie. It comes to Brown. He's got Moses pushing through at speed. The kick's too big. It was on. Only needed some execution there from Dylan Brown, and Moses would have scored.
Referee saying it was touched by a Brisbane Broncos player.
Well, it'll be reviewed.
No touch there.
Moses a long way to the advertising signage there, the northern end of combat.
Here for the minute, boys.
I'm still taking a look at this and quite confusing where they thought there might have been a touch there, but it was always a clean kick through the line, and as a result the Broncos get 7 tackles.
What about the tackle from Tony Staggs and Jordan Pereira on one play? It looked like he was going to power through and score a try, back-to-back tries, but a huge defensive play from the right edge for the Brisbane Broncos. They get the ball back now.
The sort of defence they haven't been capable of for a couple of seasons or more. So improved.
Forward.
Beyond flat there from Ezra Man. That's a good goal. We were right in line with that. And it was forward out of the hand.
That was a forward pass.
They did in the first half.
Unfortunately. So Parramatta Eels will get the ball back.
Inside their 20, and they made them play early in the game. Find out about that one. Was hoping against hope. Sneak past the view of the sideline official, but I think even the referee saw that one. Jared Sutton very quickly blowing the whistle.
It's an important period also for Brisbane to get the ball out of their own hand and get Parramatta playing risky football. But errors like that are going to allow Parramatta to sense their way in this contest. If they start feeling like they can score points, they can score points quickly.
It's been a week at Wyong in camp in preparation for this run to the finals. Did the Eels to see if they spoke about coming behind by some margin as well in the final quarter of the game. First of a run of good games they have between now and September. They play everybody. Moses comes out of this right-hand side. Persini stops, and it will be a penalty to the Eels. There was some high contact as the call from Jared Sutton. They give Parramatta another 6 plays. They tap and go quickly. Arnie gives it off to Fufusi. Chance for a second straight try. And really make it game on. Brown on the inside of the lane. Spinning, looking, hanging on to it though. Only 5 away. Marnie gets the dummy half. High pass Madison, not intentionally. Brown will look. He just puts the foot down. They're waiting for him. Jensen and also Capegood. It's Marnie. Offload from Kafusi. Back to Marnie. Here's Gutherson. They've got them short of numbers again. Blake gives it to Sevo. Steps back on the inside. Tried to pass. Knocked backwards, I think. And Tessie knew he came with possession. And the Broncos right and you get the ball. Pass came backwards into New, who knocked it towards his own goal line, and the bounce came back to him. Play on.
Referee got that exactly right. Great play there from Tessie New. A The right edge of the Brisbane Broncos defensively is held up under immense pressure from Parramatta, so it's really key for the Brisbane Broncos. Must complete this set. Adam Reynolds launched the ball down the other end.
Yo, chat. I'll be live for the first game tomorrow night, which is the Seagulls versus Dragons. I'll be wearing my Seagulls jersey. And Saturday, I'll be wearing my Warriors jersey when they go up against the Canberra. Then after that, I'll be wearing my Panther jersey when the Panthers play the Sharks. So yeah, can't wait.
Gas or feeling something out the back of that effort, but he's struggling. They've done so much work defensively, Parramatta. They're taking chances in the last 10 minutes. How much have they got left in the fuel tank here this evening? Simonson, he's got plenty left. Comes in off the wing. The play here just short of the halfway line. From Brown. Comes to Penasini. Well, he's strong. Like Ezra Mann. Still just 19 years of age. So solidly built Penasini. Here's a weapon. He playing from Moses. Goes to Campbell Gillard. Some room to move here. No line speed from Brisbane. Brown, Gutherson, Blake. He tries again. This time they get there. They tried and tried again. Is there an issue here? No confirmation as yet. Now it comes. I might have been concerned about the put down, but Blake scores the try that really gives the Broncos a few worries here in this final 20 minutes.
Absolutely. Parramatta been hammering this left edge, and Broncos defence have held up, but is it going to look at a line, run on the inside shoulder or at Adam Reynolds? Has he been taken out on the way out? Now the bunker will definitely review this because Adam Reynolds was propelled backwards and didn't get a shot to defend his spot in the line.
Oh, so
this is a big call for the bunker.
I'm sure we'll take another look at it here. The bunker looking at the put down here. Maybe they cleared the contact. Put down is okay. Not the cleanest one you've ever seen, but the fingers in contact with the ball the entire
they're
way.
checking it.
Now they are taking a further look at the contact on Adam Reynolds.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. They will be checking it. Unfortunately, the Parramatta will get the try taken away.
This is a tricky one because I think it's inside shoulder and Adam Reynolds is on the way out.
Contact for Makahisi Makatawa. He makes contact from Adam Reynolds.
This is a good angle here. Reynolds.
As you can see here, he runs at the chest at Adam Reynolds. Adam Reynolds is then denied the opportunity to slide, which affects the Broncos' defensive structure. You have a decision.
Yep. Try second away. Try second away from the Parramatta Eels.
Number of seasons now, that's the right call. But if Makatoa goes back on the inside of Reynolds, I think they had the shape anyway. They were going to score, but denied the chance to stay in the line, and it does affect what happens on his outside.
And it's smart play from Adam Reynolds too, because the ball had gone out the back, and he knew he was sliding out to get there, and contact was made, and he fell to the ground. So Adam Reynolds knew exactly what he was doing in that situation.
Well, the contact is a long way from where the put down occurred as far as Wonga Blake, who several passes beyond that contact between Makatoa and also Adam Reynolds. It just affects what happens on Reynolds outside. So, to do your thing, we had a panel of, say, 7 in the bucket. It might have been 4-3.
But I think going forward, I don't think you have allowed tries like that to be given, considering that there's many games around the corner, so keep it as crystal clear as possible.
There is Brinko Lee. That's what we need. We need 9 in the bucket, a Supreme Court of Judges.
Majority rules.
It is a 5-4 decision at worst to make the call. Here is Taper. 25 metres out. Big break going their way. Still lead by 16. Reynolds. Chance here for Palacia. Good stop though by Brown and also Lane. Energy back in his lungs. Reynolds kicking in behind them. Awkward one. Brown comes back to Marnie eventually, who cleans up. It was wobbling around, staying alive. Oh boy, Flynn was back and he hits Papali'i, who heads off the lane. That worked out pretty well for Parramatta, but Tom Flegler, he's fired up and good to go. Big shot there on Papali'i. Now Seaver, he launches himself. 17.5 from full time. There's Madison, there's Flegler again. His shoulder to work, don't forget Corey Pates. It's out there for Jake Turpin. Campbell Gillard. Flat-footed there, the Broncos. Campbell Gillard runs a long way, picks up 15 metres plus. Last tackle, it's Moses. Gets away from Cackrell. He's got so much speed to burn. Douglason likewise has them running in the wrong direction, the Broncos. Going back, Tessie New cleans up, brings it back.
Oh, he's gone.
Counter-attack from inside his own end. Stopped by Moses, and some good footy all round from both teams.
Both fullbacks in the thick of it because Mitchell Moses saw he had the numbers, ran the ball on fifth play, went back into his skipper, and I thought it was a good decision from Clint Gutherson to kick, but this man on your screen, Tessie New, just took the ball in one grab. Sorry, that's Ezra Mann. Took the ball in one grab, got the ball back into play. Great play from Tessie New.
Good carry here from Rico Lee. Jordan Ricky on the bench. The lead sticking over for the moment. Flegler, Reynolds. Cut out ball for Staggs. Will use his confrontation with Wanda Blake. They scored a try, 1-9 as well. Maybe points decision at the moment for the Eels centre over to Tony Staggs. Kick across the field. Simonson reels it in. They'll begin here inside the Eels 20. Minutes, precious minutes, ticking by for Parramatta. In a game in which they were trying to win 3 games in a row for just second time this season. They'll get a penalty here. They have to prove between now and September where you do have to win at least 3 games in a row to win the premiership. If you finish in the bottom 4 of the top 8, between 5th and 8th, you've got to win 4 in a row. And between here and the finals, they've got the Panthers next week, Seagulls beyond that, the Rabbitohs with the Broncos again. They finish with the Melbourne Storm. And they've got everybody.
I think Parramatta have the confidence to take on those big teams. They've done it this season, but this performance here after a bit of glimpses of brilliance the last 2 weeks, but then falling asleep at different stages too. This is a bit of an awakening for Parramatta if they want to do something this year.
So work for the corner, man. The blue corner for the...
Oh, I forgot to mention, at the end of the year, I'll be live streaming the World Cup games, like Australia and New Zealand and all that, which I'm going to Australia, because I'm from Australia, so I'll be going for Australia in the World Cup.
Brown, Gutherson, here's Blake again. Stepping, standing, nothing doing. They round him up just outside the Broncos tent. Brown, last play, Gutherson, Rubbers, he clean bowls Flegler, cleaned up there by Ezra Mann, and he got cleaned up. Coming through, Ryan Madison hitting with everything he had and gets a result for the blue and gold.
Yeah, good footy from both teams. Ezra Mann, very courageous, knew he had to swoop on that ball and do his best to get out, but have a look at the contact from the Parramatta players. Hit Ezra with everything, going back in the end goal, they got the repeat set. So Parramatta look good when they go left-hand side. Looking like they can get one Blake in the backfield, but if they're going to go right, their main man is Isaiah Papali'i. Get him one-on-one with Ezra Mann.
14 from full time. Isaiah Papali'i is back out there shortly. Thursday night with Matty Johns beyond full time. Lots of fun for Bobby this evening. Here is Mark Patoa, who will work it forward inside the 20. Marnie waiting. Need to pounce right now, Parramatta. Moses, short ball, there is Papali'i. A quick visit back to the bench. He's there 10 metres out. From Marnie. Goes to Moses. This goes to Brown. Stops Brown though, puts the foot down. Just got a line there from Balasia. Flegler did well. It's left edges where they've had the most success. First man option here for Madison. Nothing doing there. They've got one more. Kick from Marty from dummy half. Doesn't get through the line. Definitely was platted by the Broncos. So the Eels get the next best result. With 13 left. On a full set from inside the 20. 3-score game, trailing by 16. Have to grab one soon. Brown takes them on. Flegler again. Good contact there. Carrigan stops him with the help of Ezra Mann. Was it Tessie Newell? It was the fullback. Now Moses. Mann comes up quickly. Gets a piece off him. Did well. But the lead defense away from Carrigan. Can't beat Flegler though. Pass comes back. Madison flicks it up. Gutherson shows it to Brown. Gives it to Lane. One-on-one with Haas. They keep it alive. Brown. Campbell-Gillard. He comes back for Marnie. Good attack, even better defense from the Broncos. Here's Moses, goes over the top. Penasini looked up and Corey Oates was all over his windscreen. Stops him there, 15 metres out. 4 tackles gone. Madison has it off the muck. Katoa takes it inside the 10. This is the last. It's Campbell-Gillard at the back for Brown. Lane, Blake, trying to tip it on for Sevo. It was a bridge too far.
This is great defence from the Brisbane Broncos. Their contact and their line speed is elite. And you know you're a good defensive team when you're sending the opposition into options 2, 3, 4 and 5 and they can't even score after going back of 5 different options. But put this down to Brisbane Broncos. Resolve to defend their line, determination to repel the opposition, making Parramatta second-guess themselves.
24 tackles to 4, inside the 20 in this second half. And it's just a try apiece. One to Corey Oates in the 42nd minute, one to Sevo in the 53rd. And on the live ladder, there's the Broncos for the moment, going in front of the Melbourne Storm. 2 premiership points. Storm had so many concerns. The biggest one, of course, what they do. Nick Meaney started to play fullback in place of Ryan Pappenhausen. A crushing blow, wasn't it, last weekend for the Storm against the Raiders. Melbourne this weekend. If they can come away with a win against the Rabbitohs, that will be the nightcap on Super Saturday. Terrific game. 3 coming up on Super Saturday. Reynolds the kick. Comes down to Guts. Makes the catch at the 10. With this left hand side and puts the ball down. The tackle there of Staggs. Put forward by Reynolds. Reynolds is there. Was it knocked on down by the Broncos? We'll wait and see how it's referred. They say try initially. Reynolds is all smiles. If it's confirmed, it'll get the Broncos home tonight.
Yeah, this will be looked at a number of different ways, but let's just wrap the Brisbane Broncos intensity, resolve, resilience, because in the second half, Parramatta have had 24 tackles in the Brisbane 20-metre zone, and in their first set, after doing all that defence, they kick the ball down, and Katoni Staggs goes after Clint Gutherson, and look at the reaction from Adam Reynolds. And a couple of socket kicks tonight for a try, but Adam Reynolds puts that one down. But we'll have another look at the hand of Katoni Staggs on Clint Gutherson.
Swaps to the left hand as he tucks the ball under there, and the ball just comes loose. Looked like a loose carry on that angle. Gutherson with his hands outstretched saying it was knocked down. Surely, sir, it was knocked down. See here, tucks it.
No.
And Staggs makes contact with the ball. Confirmed. And they're going to say it's a loose carry, and Reynolds plants it down. It was a knocking down a pass, and the ball squeezing out from the grip of Gutherson. I'm happy with that call.
And the Broncos of old would have at least let in a couple of tries from those 24 tackles. The Broncos of old would definitely not have defended for that long a period and then done this. The immediate set after that, a big kick, fall into defensive structure, pressure the ball carrier and react. And that's exactly what Adam Reynolds does for the try here. And this is a great Broncos performance. Great defensive technique, even better determination, and when they see an opportunity, the killer instinct to strike.
Tony Staggs, who you've seen a number of times now, just making a regulation tackle, not with his arms stretched out, trying to knock down a pass, having a bet each way. It was just a normal tackle. The ball comes free from Clint Gutherson. And Reynolds to convert his own try. What about the scoreline? They were so good on top of their own goal line for all those sets that the Eels had in a row, and they have responded. The pressure on Gutherson gets the mistake. The Eels have had by far the better of possession in the last 20 minutes of game time. The Broncos have had just 5 sets of 6 in the last 20 minutes. They've been under the pump inside their own 20 for so long. They get a chance off the mistake, and they pretty much put this one to bed. 22 points is the lead, 8.5 remaining. It's tapped forward there by Lane. They'll come back potentially for a knock on. We'll see where Sags brings it back to. It might be play on for the Broncos here from their own 30. We said before kickoff, we find out a lot more about the premiership credentials of both these teams, given what we were about to see. Well, the Broncos have been enormous, and they've confirmed everything we've thought about them. And there's run through the last 3 months in particular. They've made themselves a definite top 8 team, and now a top 4 team on the live ladder. This is what they've got coming up. Tigers next week, Roosters, then the Knights. They finish with the Storm, the rematch against the Eels in round 24, and the Dragons on the road to round out the minor premiership. Reynolds chipping over the top again. Another kick that hits the deck. Gutherson under pressure there. They touch him and try and buck him. Jordan Pereira there like a wombat, taking him into touch. To touching his tackle. A little bit of penalty on the line. They give away a penalty here by jumping the gun. They knew they had them there. They were set for a big ambush. I'd like to see that put his hand up for a courageous carry. Instead they get the penalty. But Reynolds finds the turf again. Just makes it awkward for Parramatta.
That's been a tactic. They kick in between a winger and fullback, that no man's land, just putting hesitation between the two players. Adam Reynolds has done that all night. As it stands right now, Brisbane Broncos are a top 4 team in our competition, and they thoroughly deserve that position because what they've done defensively in the second half, only allowing what that Mike Casino tried, they've come up with big plays, and off the back of great defence, they've scored that try through Adam Reynolds.
There was up to a point between them to attack these two teams tonight. The Eels with averaging 24 points a game before tonight. The Broncos 23. They outstripped that by some margin. Penasini gets in behind them. The player here just outside the 20s, Papali'i, finds Moses. Comes from Barlord, no looker again. Once a little play for Campbell Gillard. Tried twice with no result. Here's Mark. 2 plays left in this set. Brown, Lane runs to carry them. They just keep hitting and sticking. Their contact been so good, the Broncos. Mark on the last play. Comes back to Brown. Moses is wide once again. Goes out the back. Good ball to Penasini. Good read by Corey Oates. And Penasini throws a Hail Mary, which won't be answered by anybody.
That was a really nice pass from Mitchell Moses. Gave Penasini an opportunity, but because of tough conditions and the way he caught the ball, it allowed Corey Oates to come flying off his wing and hit him with everything and force the forward pass from Penasini. But again, it's the Broncos' defence. You cannot question the Broncos' commitment to the cause tonight defensively. They've been outstanding in the second half.
Ranked 5th in defence. The Eels ranked 10th. And I've seen an example of that tonight, especially in that first half. Well, the Broncos have confirmed everything we thought about them. The question marks hang very heavily still over the Parramatta Eels.
And I think that's the biggest question mark, is that 10th ranking defensively, because you think about previous premiership winners in our competition, they've always been in the top 3, top 4 at least. And Parramatta have the game to knock off the big teams, but defensively ranking 10, they need to improve that dramatically to mix it in the finals.
Go downstairs to Matty Russell.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to asking Kevin Walters about this game after conclusion in the media conference. He said we'll find out tonight where we're at. Well, they've attacked brilliantly in the first half, defended likewise in the second. Adam Reynolds kicks and finds the sideline. The general, what a move it's been, what a recruit he has been for the Brisbane Melbourne Broncos. I know he's not in the team necessarily to score tries, but he has crossed now 6 times this season. It's his most in a season since 2014, which wasn't a bad year for Adam Reynolds.
Well, you can say that again.
Sonny.
Premiership.
What the hell?
43 long seasons. Quite the drought they broke on a famous night. Just up the road at the Sydney Olympic Park precincts. This game tonight, the first of 3 mouth-watering all top 8 games. The retro round right here on Fox League. Of course, on Saturday, we'll bring you the Panthers against the Sharks, an all top 4 affair. That's a beauty. And then the Rabbitohs, of course, you mentioned earlier on, taking on the injury-hit Melbourne Storm. So we'll know a bit more about the credentials of quite a few teams. Round 19 of this couch for Premiership. Moses kicks and liver over the top. Well, taken by Simonson. Penasini comes off his legs. That might sum things up for the Eels here this evening, if not this season.
That sums up the game. Nice play from Mitchell Moses to get Bailey Simonson in the backfield, but just have a look at the commitment from Corey Hayes. Never gives up on his assignment, and on top of that, Branko Lee and Tessinu filling in on the support play, and that's where the pressure comes from in the error, the execution of the pass back infield from the Parramatta players.
We'll see turning up for each other. These Brisbane Broncos, there was a little bit of rain early in the game, has been fabulous. We've seen the football played that we have, as many points scored as we have, 50 in total between the two teams. Diabolical the weather again in Sydney this week. The Broncos have enjoyed their trip south. Corey Yates works it away. Beyond full time, the late show with Matty Johns. Stick around for the Pearl Beach Possum Hunters, Brad and Gary. You know them well. And their coach, Hot Legs Houlihan. Special episode of the late show coming up in just a few minutes' time. Payne Haas. He might have his own late show by the end of his career. He just keeps going and going. Beyond full time. He could hit the showers 5 minutes later and on the cameras, hosting his own show. That night with Payne Haas. It'll be quite the hour. Here's Jensen, comes across Staggs, puts a kick in. Look at this, coming forward. Sebo under pressure, he knocks it on. And the Broncos will finish potentially with a flourish here. They'll get possession. They'll get the last crack in this game with this Eels defensive line.
The attacks let themselves down at Parramatta. For a team that is...
Stop it.
Something starting to believe.
Surely this ranks in the most frivolous of frivolous captain's challenges.
We're trying to say that... Oh, it might be something to do that.
I'll go through that process, Adam. It's out of my hands now. It's out of my hands now. They'll go through that. Yeah, they'll go through the process. That's not necessarily...
I was watching to see if there's an illegal block here from Pat Carrier. Reynolds going back in behind his player. I guess if we're sticking steps fast.
Carrigan denies the Parramatta defender the opportunity to get to Adam Reynolds, who runs behind him. The challenge is successful.
I'll take it back. Nothing frivolous at all about the challenge. It might change the result, but they were right.
They were right, but 36 to 14 with a minute 48 to go. We're going back 4 passes early to see.
Well, maybe
Construction done.
Given if they finish in the bottom 4, find themselves in a battle for positions in the top 8, for and against could be important. So
you have me. I rest my case.
Every moment matters right here on Fox League.
Absolutely does.
So now they've got 90 seconds on the clock. Let's see what they can do. And a big try. Short-handed as they were. 12 on 13 with Penasini in the sin bin just before the break. But the momentum didn't last into the second half. Oh! Garrison rattled by Pereira. An absolute beauty. He came out and just crushed him. What a shot. Now Moses comes out here to Penasini. No more hospital passes from the outside backside, suggested to the corner from Brad Arthur.
He's wishing he didn't get the captain's charge now.
That's right, Moses. He finds Brown. Here's Gutherson. He's okay. Blake trying to find the line again. He got across the line. Still trying to get it down. Don't tell me they penalty mark. This would be enormous.
No try. Still going to see if it goes to ground short of the line and then held up after a line.
Likewise, talking about forward against a moment ago, the Broncos in a race for a spot in the top four, which could be decided on forward against, and here they are, inside the final 60 seconds. Oh, I think the ball hits the turf
You can see the
on
touch of the line when he slides in with momentum.
I thought with that angle there was enough of a suggestion that he slides in and it hits the chalk. What do you think? You see nothing that will help us out from that angle. You can get the ball back to the turf again, so it has to do with the first contact if it's to be a try.
Based on the live decision, we don't have conclusive evidence that the ball touches the line, so playing on at this point.
I wouldn't mind seeing that first angle.
The ball then remains up throughout the rest of the play. We have a decision.
43 seconds to go in this game. That play basically sums up this contest. Parramatta striking down the left-hand side, but the defensive actions, the desperation of the Brisbane Broncos. This is a huge play from Jordan Pereira, firstly on Clint Gutherson. They load back up, come back the other side, and one of Blake goes within centimetres of scoring, but the Broncos defence are held in there.
Barlow finds a long, wild ball, hits the deck. Gutterson's out there on the right edge now. Penasini comes back to the middle. One more here for the Eels. They are getting a chance in the last couple of plays. And here comes out of Tessie New. He puts it down. Some accidental offside. In fact, we're going to say a full offside. Parramatta will have one last play. Let's see what they can do. With the way their night's gone so far, they're odds against. Scoring right here. Madison. Paul Moses. He kicks towards the corner. Oates is there. He goes up and makes the catch. A fitting end to a fine performance by the Brisbane Broncos. They push themselves for the moment inside the top four. Tremendous outing tonight here at Combank Stadium at full time. The Broncos 36, the Eels 14. Now it's time for the Late Show with Matty Johns, brought to you by Chris Webb.
Everyone in this retro round theme, and please welcome Jordan, and Jordan. Look, as you can see, we come here, we're dressing up, celebrating some period of Gordon's life in some way, shape or form. Before we discuss...
Well, mind the stream, do make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Before we discuss the retro, which we are, we all know